Morning, guys, and happy Friday. Welcome to Morning Joe with me, Jim. Um, hey, I wanted to share something with you. I was in a meeting last week, a Zoom meeting, but nonetheless, a meeting with a guy named Barry Habib. You may not know his name. He's one of the best thinkers in the industry, I guess, is the best way to put that, and leaders in the mortgage industry, whatever you want to call it. He's a smart guy, and I like him. So that's him up in the corner. And I grabbed this slide because it was really a very interesting slide. He was saying that the same thing you're seeing all the time right now, if you're in the market and looking for a home, I'm sure your antenna are up and you're seeing these things all over the place, which is everyone's predicting, is there a housing bubble? Is there a crash about to happen? Is housing over? Are we all going to live under bridges or in tents? And he brought up, I think she's with CNBC, Diana Olick. I don't know what channel she's on, but some news person who talks about housing all the time. That's her job, right? At CNN or CNBC or wherever she is. So he had these poll quotes. And in 2015, Diana Olick said, housing today, a bubble larger than 2006. So don't buy. In 2016, she said, we're in a housing bubble. In 2017, she said, home ownership doesn't build wealth. What? Excuse me? In 2018, so over and over and over every single year, 2021, housing boom is over, and then just new home sales fall to a pandemic low. But look, on the side, he put, and you can't see it here, but if someone had bought a house in, say, 2014 for $300,000, well, it was worth, based on national appreciation rates, right? It was worth $315,000 in 2015. If they kept owning it, it was worth $332,000. The $300,000 house that they bought was worth $332,000 in 2016, and then it was worth $353,000, and then $367,000, and then it went up in 2019 at $61,000, 16% appreciation, 18% last year. So it's now worth $523,000. I thought that was interesting in part, and I'll just open my life a little bit, because in 2014, I bought a $300,000 house. And a couple, maybe 3 months ago, my neighbor sold essentially the same model house, literally right next to mine, for $540,000. So the numbers played out exactly for me. And they will for you too. And my point in saying that is there's a lot of doom and gloom right now, but there's no numbers to support that, right? Now, yeah, things could change, but how do you plan for things unforeseen changing? How do you plan for a black swan event? I don't. I just take what's happening in the economy right now. And what's happening in the economy right now is we're heading to recession, but home prices go up in recession. They do every time, except for 2008. But every other recession, home prices have gone up and mortgage rates fall. And if mortgage rates fall, what's that do? Well, it creates more demand for housing, especially if stocks aren't doing well, because people want to put their money somewhere that is growing, and that's hard assets like homes. So if you're in the market right now, I would not listen to the news because it's inaccurate, right? And look, the news lives on fear and division. It's just what drives their revenue. And so they have to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's a business model. I understand that. If I were in the news, I would thrive on fear and division. But I'm not. I'm in the housing market, and I'm a lender. And I want to help you get into the housing market and build wealth, because it does build wealth, right? So if we can help you going into the weekend here, start with the pre-approval process and then start looking for a home, I'd love to. Happy Friday, and